Teacher, I don't know which page exactly, but which one? Which page?
I will tell you first.
Okay.
Okay, my heroes, today's lesson is the third lesson in chapter 6, solving equations using multiplication or division. What we're going to do today, we will solve equations like this equation, or a divided by 8 equals 6, and like this equation, b multiplied by 3 equals 18. Okay, so before we start, I need to check with you the solutions of yesterday's practice.
Teacher, yesterday we didn't do a quizzes.
What?
Yesterday we didn't do a quizzes.
No, we did. I sent it to
No, I
you.
remember the session ended, we didn't do it.
But I sent it to you, right?
I'm not sure, but maybe. But we didn't do it in the session.
You will find it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, anyway, let's see the answers. In the first question, what is the inverse operation of addition? Help me, my heroes.
Minus. Teacher,
Excellent.
can I answer?
Of course.
It is
Subtraction. Okay, in this one, please do not use your mics. I will explain one for you. Again, we will use the inverse operation of the addition. So this is x plus 5. We use minus 5 to remove the 5 here. So we will write it x plus 5 equals 13. And we will use subtraction. So we subtract 5. In the left side, plus 5 and minus 5 undo each other. So we have left just x. And in the right side, 13 minus 5 equals?
8.
8. So the correct choice is 8. Any problems? Excellent.
No. No.
Okay, the same for all questions. So let's see the next one. This is a minus 10. So we need to remove the 10. So we add 10 to the both sides, to the left side and to the right side. And 4 plus 10 equals 14. The next question, y. And here 16 plus y. We need to remove the 16, so we use subtraction. We subtract 16 from both sides. So 21 minus 16 equals 5. Any problems?
No.
Okay, in this one, x minus 8, I want to remove the 8, so I will use plus 8. When you add 8 to 15, 15 plus 8?
23.
And of course, in the right side, minus 8 and plus 8 undo each other. Okay, so that was the last question, and now back to the book. What is the page?
260.
Thank you, Ahmed. Go ahead, everyone, open your books, page 260. And today, we will use multiplication property of equality and multiplication inverse or multiplicative inverse property and division property. Let's start them one by one. Let's take first multiplication property of equality. Here, as you see, you can multiply. When you multiply each side of an equation by the same non-zero number, the two sides remain equal, like this one here. And we have the multiplicative inverse property. And the multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal that we said before in the previous years. We called it reciprocal. So the product of a non-zero number by its reciprocal is 1. Like this one, 5 multiplied by 1 over 5 equals 1. So for any number, n multiplied by 1 over n equals 1. And the same, 1 over n multiplied by n equals 1. But you should notice that n couldn't be a 0. Why? Why we cannot use the 0? Because you cannot use the number 1 over 0. So, as you see, 1 over n, we cannot use n as 0. Okay, let's see an example to make sure that we understand these two. And for this example, I use this page. Just a second. This one. W, yes. This one. Let's solve the first one. W divided by 4 equals 12. Okay. As we did before, this is division. What is the inverse operation of division? Help me, my heroes. The inverse.
Addition is subtraction.
No, this is division. What is the opposite of division?
Multiplication.
Of course, multiplication. So we need to multiply both sides by the number that we need to remove. We need to remove the 4. So we should multiply both sides by 4. Why? To undo the division, use multiplication. Because division and multiplication are inverse operations. They undo each other. Now, this is divided 4 and multiplied 4. They undo each other. What do we have left in the first side, in the left side? Just W.
W over
And
4.
in the right side, 12 multiplied by 4?
48.
48. So, the solution is W equals 48. Any problems? We're doing the same exactly like the previous session. Okay, now let's check the answer. How to check it? Remember? Substitute 48 for W. Let's do it. So it's W over 4 equals 12. Let's substitute 48 for the W. So I miss here, something is missing here. I will write it. I should write it. It's 48 divided by 4. Is it equal to 12? This is the question. So 48 divided by 4 equals 12 already. So yes, it's equal to. So W equals 48 is correct answer.
So W is solution.
The 48 is a solution, yes. Okay, now let's see the next one. 2/7 x equals 6. Wow, this is a fraction. A fraction multiplied by x. How to get rid of this fraction? How to remove this fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal of this fraction. What is the reciprocal of 2/7? 2 over 7.
Over 2.
Yes, 7 over 2, 7 halves. So we should multiply by 7 over 2. Okay, let's do it. So we write the equation and we will multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 2/7 is 7 halves. This is the inverse, the multiplicative inverse of 2/7. Okay, now as we know, 2/7 multiplied by 7 halves, these two, this one and this one. When we multiply them, it's equal to 1. So it's 1 multiplied by x. 1 multiplied by x is x. We don't write the 1. So it's x in the left side. What about the right side? When you multiply by a fraction, you can divide first. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And 2 divided 2, of course, is 1.
21.
And 7 multiplied by 3 equals 21. Excellent, my hero. So the solution is 21. Of course, you can check your answer like what you did in the first one. Any problems?
No? No, mister.
Now, it's your turn. So, I need you to solve question 1 and question 2. Let's start with question 1. Question 1 only. Go ahead. When you finish question 1, raise your hand. Abdurrahman Fawaz?
Yes, teacher.
Can you help me to solve question number 1?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, this is the equation. What should we do?
First,
This is a divided 8, so we want to remove this 8. The opposite of division, or the inverse operation of division,
we will
multiply. So we should multiply by 8. And don't forget to multiply also the other side. Okay.
First, 6 multiply 8 equal 48.
So this is the right side. And what about the left side? The 8 multiplied 8 and divided 8 undo each other. So we have left A. Thank you, my hero. So A equals 48. And of course, you can check your answer. I will skip the checking part. It's easy for you. 48 divided 8. If you substitute 48 for A, you will find that 48 divided 8 equals 6. Okay, let's move to the next one, 2. In question number 2, it's 14 equals 2y over 5. Oh, I have a problem. I have two numbers, 2 and 5. How to remove the two numbers in one step? Anyone can help me?
Me, mister.
Of course. Go ahead. Yes, yes. Anyone?
Me.
I'm listening.
Multiply.
By?
Y.
Oh, you cannot multiply by a variable. Why do you need to do this now?
2 multiply 5, mister.
We will multiply by 5. If you multiply by 5, you remove the 5 down here. But you will not remove the 2.
By 14.
No, my hero. We need to remove the 2 and the 5. So, my heroes, we should multiply by the reciprocal, or we call it now the multiplicative inverse. 2 over 5, flip it. Flip it. Yes, Ahmed, flip it.
5 multiply 2.
5 over 2. So we multiply by 5 over 2. And don't forget to multiply also 14 by the same number, 5 over 2. Okay, I need to take the 14 a little bit far, so I have a space. to do it here. And also, okay, so now my heroes, let's multiply. You know, if you multiply 14 by 5 over 2, you should divide 14 by 2 first. So, Diya, help me.
Yes, teacher.
14 divided 2.
14 divided 2 equals 7.
And 7 multiplied by 5.
And 7 multiplied by 5 equals 35.
And in the right side, 2/5 and 5/2, these are inverse, multiplicative inverse to each other. So, if you multiply them, you get 1, this, and this. And 1 multiplied by y equals y. So as you see here, y equals 35. Of course, you can check your answer. Substitute 35 for y, and you'll find that it's correct answer. Okay, and here in question number 3, what should we do?
Let the 3 is z and the 2 fraction.
So you want me to write it 3z over 2, like this?
Over 2.
Yes.
Equals 9. Yes, you can do this. And now, what should we do next?
We flip it.
So we multiply by?
By itself.
No. By the inverse. The multiplicative inverse. 3 over 2 and 2 over 3. These are multiplicative inverse to each other. Don't forget to multiply the 9 also by the same number. Any problems?
Teacher.
Yes, Fahad.
Me, Fahad, I have a problem.
Of course, go ahead.
Teacher, please don't give me note. Teacher, like I have a problem like the French session. He tell me give me your email and your password to log in the session. And I put the email and the password the same. Like and he look me in now.
Okay, Fahad.
Teacher,
If you miss
please
anything,
don't
I will
please.
upload the video to Classera. You can watch the video there.
Okay, please don't give me notes.
No, you don't have any notes. Okay, my heroes. Now, let's see. 3/2 and 2/3 are undo each other or multiply them, you get 1. And 1 multiplied by z equals z. I like to put a line here to make sure that you understand that this is z, not 2. And in the right side, how should we do it? Divide 9 by?
We will divide by 3.
So, 9 divided 3 equals?
3.
And 3 times 2?
6.
So, z equals 6. Okay, my heroes, any problems?
No.
Okay, is there anyone writing?
No.
Now we will move to the next part, division property of equality. When you divide each side of an equation by a number, the two sides remain equal. But of course, you cannot divide by 0. So for example, 4x equals 32. You can divide by 4 to remove the 4. And it will be 4 divided 4 equals 1. So it's x only in the left side. They undo each other, multiplication and division. And 32 divided 4 equals 8. Let's see an example for this. And for this example, just a second, this one. Okay, 65 equals 5b. 5b means 5 multiplied by b. How to remove the 5? This 5 multiplied by b. Help me, my heroes. How to remove the 5 here?
Mister, we multiply.
No, it's multiplied. So use
Yes,
the
teacher.
inverse operation. Yes, Faris?
Divide.
Of course, divide by 5.
Divide, Mister.
So let's
Divide
write the
by-
equation,
Oh,
and we will
65.
use
5B.
division property of equality. Divide by 5 to undo the multiplication. And now, 65 divided by 5 equals 13. And
13.
5b divided by 5?
B, Mister.
Excellent, Abdullah. So the solution is b equals 13. You can check your answer, of course, as we do always. You can check your answer. 65 equals 5b. Substitute 13 for b. So you need to find 5 multiplied by 13. And of course, it's 65. So we get 65 in the left side and also in the right side. So they are equal, and b equals 13 is a correct answer. Any problems?
Nope.
Now to the book. And
No, Mister.
let's solve question number 1. Sorry, not 1 here. This is 4. I'm sorry. Question number 4. When you finish solving question 4, raise your hand. Okay, Ali Mu'min,
Yes, teacher.
help me. B multiplied by 3.
Divide 3.
Excellent. We will divide by 3.
Yes.
Okay. So here, the multiplication and the division undo each other.
Yes.
So what do we have in the left side?
6.
B. This is the right side, you mean. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Thank you, my hero.
6.
Okay, of course, questions 5 and 6, we can do the same. But now I'll send to you the link of the practice link. And
Teacher, send it to WhatsApp, please.
of course. And now let's check the answers. If you have any problems with any question, of course you can use your mic and ask. Write an equation to represent the quotient of a number, and 4 is 6. The correct answer is n divided by 4 equals 16. Oh, sorry. It's 6 or 16? 16. Sorry, it's written wrong in the question. It's 16, not 6.
Mister, I am
Yes?
Brother Naeem. Why we put, can you again the question number 1?
Of course. What is the problem? Why we put it...
Why why we put this answer?
because which one else is correct? Quotient means divide.
But Mister, I don't know how to make this answer or this question.
The quotient means divide, and you have a number and you don't know what is the number, so we should use a letter, a symbol for the variable, the number. So we use n as the variable, and the quotient of a number and 4 means you divide it by 4. So n divided by 4 equals 16, so n divided by 4 equals 16. Okay, my hero?
Okay, Mister, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
In the next question, my heroes, 3c equals 12, so we should divide by 3 both sides. 3 divided 3, they undo each other. So we have c in the left side. And in the right side, 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Any problems?
No.
In the next question, it's the same. We will divide by 4. 32 divided 4 equals 8. And 4D divided by 4 equals D. So 8 equals D, or D equals 8. So the answer is 8. Here it's R divided by 3, so we should multiply both sides by 3. 6 multiplied by 3 equals 18. And R divided 3 multiplied by 3 undo each other. So we have left just R. So 18 equals R, or R equals 18. Any problems?
No.
Okay, in the next one, it's this.
Teacher,
Yes, Abdurrahman.
teacher, question for this that I wrong. Because go on question 4, teacher.
Okay, what's your problem with question 4? It's the same like question 5.
That question 4, I choose 28.
Okay, this one is x over 12, so we should multiply by 12.
Yeah.
Divided 12 and multiply 12 undo each other. So we have left just x. And in the right side, 3 times 12 is 36. So for this one, it's 36. Okay?
Okay.
I will go back to question number 4. Question number 4. This one. What's your problem? You will multiply by 3.
Yes, teacher. I think that I will 6 multiply
3 and
No,
multiply by
I
3.
think
So
9 multiply-
18 equals R.
I make 9 minus 3 by mistake.
Oh, okay. Okay, but you know now what you should do, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Abdurrahman. Okay, my heroes, do you have any problems with these questions?
No.
Okay, thank you, everyone. This is the end of our session. See you tomorrow, and goodbye.